It's Golden VCR featuring Peter Gabriel's Grammy Award-winning video, Steam. Welcome. Let's do it. Hello. How y'all doing today? Good morning. I don't have the headset on because I'm going to be in substitute teacher mode working on stuff, and I want to be able to not have the tape in my ears. Wednesday. What a day. How about it? How's Wednesday for y'all? For me, Wednesday is, I'm tired. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. Got a bunch to do. I really need a haircut before Thanksgiving, but my barber, ghosted me. There's a place around here that only takes walk-ins, though, so I'll probably just go there tomorrow morning and sit around all day until they cut my hair. Got a bunch of chores, got to clean the house, got to figure out travel plans, lodging, whatever. But we're traveling for Thanksgiving. We're going to see family. That's good. I haven't done that in a while. Oh no, pneumonia. It sounds like... We're going to Wisconsin. It sounds like your body having pneumonia isn't confident enough. Perhaps you could use some Body Confidence by Cher. This is the second tape in the series of Cher fitness tapes. Also, boy oh boy, thank you to West Coast Deb and Trill for the resubs. That's 11 months for West Coast Deb, a whole year for Trill. Thank you, Trill. Can't believe it's been so long. And Cheesehammer at 5 months. Thank you, Cheesehammer. Jeez. And Bella for 12. I know. Wait, halfway to what? What are you talking about? There's so much cheese in Wisconsin. You have no idea. A song? Yeah. Thank you, Jess, for the dealer's choice song. Let me find one. Let's see if we... Oh, you know what? It's been so long since we've heard "Don't Touch Me," but I really want to pick out a curveball here. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I'll do both. 3 for 1.
Everybody has something about their lives they want to change. A lot of people have trouble with food. I say, because I think you are so very nice, I want to offer you some good advice. Now, you may be rich, you may be poor, living high on the hog or stretched out on the floor. You may be a professor with knowledge to burn, or just a young kid with a lot to learn. You may be black, white, red, yellow, or in between. You may be kind or a little mean, but if you follow this simple phrase, you'll be a winner for the rest of your days. First, stand up, everyone in this place. Now put a great big smile on your face. Everybody ready? Let's go. This is the phrase you need to know. I can change, I can do it. I can change, I can do it.
This one is, I titled this "Do the Swim."
Swim, the swim.
Yep, that's the name of the song.
Some use a flipper, some use a fin. It all depends on the shape you're in. Come on, swim. Do the underwater swim. Do the swim. It don't matter how you go or if you're fast or slow, just swim. Do the swim. Come on, everybody. I'll show you how it's done. There's all kinds of swimming, and all of them are fun. And let's start with the basics. The one that most fishes do. Make your hands a tail, move it back and forth, and it will propel you. Come on and swim. Come on, swim. Do the fishes swim. Do the swim. You give a little swish, just like you were a fish, and swim. Here's another one. Now put your two hands forward, like they were a tail. Move them up and down, side to side. You're doing the killer whale. Move them up and down, to and fro. You got the steps, so now go, man, go. Do the killer whale. Do the killer whale. It's so easy to do. Make believe you're Shamu. Do the killer whale.
What? Oh no. What's happening?
Swimming in the deep blue sea.
I said the dog hasn't been fed, but I'd be willing to do it in just a moment. Is it? It's getting real up there. Huh. Wild. Okay. Well, thank you for feeding, dog. I can just do this because I know where to set the level on this mic. I don't understand.
Don't touch me with your love. Don't touch me with your love. Ecstasy drives me insane, collapsing in exquisite pain. The vibrant dreams of nature's way lie smoldering in ashen gray. Don't touch
If you've been thinking, I love tape one so much. I wish that Cher would make a tape number 2. Well, I have. My new tape teaches you the fundamentals of cross-training. If you're unfamiliar with this method of training, you're gonna find out that it actually cuts your workout time in half, and you come out with the best results. Once again, Cher says, I'm a student with you. But the good news is there's no test at the end. You learn at your own pace. You just have to keep committed to it. Exercise should become a part of your life, so you might as well become friends with it sooner rather than later. I've done it, it works for me, and I know it can work for you. Signed, Cher. Thank you for bearing with me through that. This is Cher's Body Confidence. Cher Fitness Part 2. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but the meter is definitely going up to the red on this mic, so what are you going to do? The Hot Dance, 38 minutes of aerobic fun. Oh, good. This is an enjoyable way to condition your heart and shape your body while improving your endurance. A heart rate check mid-routine assesses that you're exercising at your optimal intensity and achieving the maximum aerobic benefit. Burn calories and fats safely and effortlessly. Resistance band training, 45-minute workout doubles your results. This innovative workout gives you all the benefits of a full weight workout without the weights. It's a perfect way to get into cross-training, burning fat, and sculpting your muscles all at the same time. Proper cross-training will bring maximum results in half the time of conventional routines. Also include Cher's own selection of music to make your workout even more fun. Once again, sponsored by Equal Sweetener with NutraSweet. Black bar should go to the top of green. Oh my God, really? Why does the black bar do that? Why is black bar different than end of whole bar? Okay, well, let's put the tape in.
The thing about this tape is that it is challenging. It's not impossible, and you don't have to start off perfect. You just have to start.
Also available on videocassette is the award-winning cross-training workout, Cher Fitness, a new attitude.
You don't get the best body you can have by wishing for it. You get it by work.
Now available on home video, wherever videos are sold.
By now you've done tape 1, and you're just sitting around thinking, you know, I love tape 1 so much, I wish Cher would make tape 2. And I have. Lucky you, this is tape 2. We've got a great hot dance aerobic class, and we've got a great mighty band workout that sculpts your muscles, and I know you're gonna love it. If you like the first one, you're gonna love the second one. The hot dance is really a lot of fun. It's another way to burn calories, but to really, you know, kind of fool your mind into thinking you're having a great day while you're doing it. The Mighty Band class is a great way to get into sculpting your body. You know, you will be able to make the curves that you used to have naturally, and it takes off your fat, and it helps make the muscle tone. And when a muscle is toned, it just has a nice firm shape, and so that's what you'll get on this class. Cross-training, if you're not familiar with the term, it means burning fat and sculpting muscle. And they found out that if you do those two together, it makes the most efficient use of your time, and you can cut your training in half. So that's what we're trying to give you. We're trying to sculpt your muscles and burn the fat, and sculpt your muscles and burn the fat, so that you come out with the best result. Hot dance and mighty bands are fun, but they're also hard work, you know, but there's no law that says that you can't do both. I think the beauty about a tape is that you don't have to get it on the first time, and you have to start where you are. Do as much as you can do. Don't be so critical, you know. Observe yourself, don't criticize yourself, and you'll get it. And you'll get it at your own pace. And, you know, there's no test at the end of this. It's not like you have to have it within a certain amount of time. You just have to keep committed to it. And go as far as you can go and rest, and then pick it up and learn it as far as you can. And as you're learning it, you will find that your mind is absorbing a lot more than you realize, and you'll just start to pick it up, and little by little you'll get it, and then little by little you'll get strong enough, and then you'll start having a great time. Exercise is something that if you're going to look after your body, it's going to have to be a part of your life, so you might as well make friends with it sooner than later. I've done it, I've tried it, it works for me, and I know it can work for you. These 2 classes, especially the hot dance, it's just fun. If you let yourself go, it's not impossible steps. The music is great. We're all having a good time. We're right there with you. It's fun. This hot dance routine is 38 minutes of fat-burning fun. We start with some basic steps, then slowly add on, building a great-looking combination that keeps your heart rate up and improves your endurance. To make sure you're dancing at your optimal intensity, we'll take a heart rate check later on. So have fun with this dance, and don't worry if you don't catch on to all the steps in the beginning, you will soon enough. Remember, drink plenty of water when you need to. I've never taken a dance class. I'm not a trained dancer. I mean, I like to use my body. I think I'm naturally good at my body, but the girl that is doing this class, Dorian Sanchez, she's the choreographer of my show. She's the best dancer I know, and she makes it really fun. I mean, she really worked hard to make this a class that you could do and that you could have a fun time doing over and over again. Thank God we've got this part to do, because this is one of my favorite parts of the class. And to lead our class, the hot dance, Miss Dorian Sanchez, my friend.
Oh, good
Kumbaya.
morning, kumbaya. So we're gonna just warm up a little bit, stepping out. Let's add some arms. Now this is mostly, we're just gonna have as much fun as we possibly can.
Okay. I think it's your responsibility to make sure that happens.
I should lead the fun today. Here we go. Let's reach up. Stretch.
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me
And
so
4.
I can't
Now
sleep
let's
at night.
double it up. Here we go. Hook.
You really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night.
5, 6, 7. Break. Break is a step we do to come back to the same thing all the time. Let's stretch our arms out to the side.
Don't ever set me free. I always want to
Touch your hand, all right?
You really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night.
Let's double up.
Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, you really got me now.
Last time.
So I can't sleep at night.
5, 6, 7. Break. Now we're gonna do some cat You already know this, so we should just go right into it. So stay here, catch your breath.
We'll be going.
We'll be
On the
doing
right
the
foot.
traveling. Yes. Really pick up your feet. Now we're learning a new step. And front, back, and touch, 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 and up, down, touch, 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 again, and up, back, out, 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 and out, let's break and here we go. Up, and break. Let's go. The top. Here we go. Up, new steps. Out and out and out and out and break. Good.
Well, that was my best one.
2. Here we go. From the top. 7, 8. Step it out. Here we go. Up, and break. Good. Now we're going to do a new step. It's called the box step. Step it out. Back inside. Out and punch. And punch. And side. Break. Up. Now we're going to double it up. Here we go. And break. Here we go. From the top, adding it all in. Step it out. Up. Up. Double time. Punch it out. Time. And break. Good girl. Go again from the top. Here we go. Woo! Really pick up your feet.
What's your stylist is at?
Well, then they don't have to go so high.
How do you give attitude?
Double up, punch. Break. Very fun. Now let's go from the top again. We're aerobically fit.
Whoa! I'm dipping.
Step it out, up. Up. Punch it out. And break. Now we have a new step. You've already learned it. It's the pony. Step. I pony, you pony, we all love the pony. I pony, you pony, we all love the pony. I pony, you pony, we all love the pony. I pony, you pony, we all and break. Let's go from the top, add it in. Step out.
heart rate count. Find your pulse in your neck or at your wrist and start counting the number of pulses. Stop. Find your age on this chart and check to see if your pulse count is within the range listed for your age. If you felt a higher number of pulses than what is listed, you should take it easy. You can walk in place a bit or drop your arm movements. If you got a lower pulse count, then you can pick it up. Stay in your training heart range to get the best fat burning result. And let's keep dancing.
Okay, new step. We're gonna do this one. It's a walking punch step. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and clap. Step, step, step. Roll it up. Punch, 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 and clap. Step, step, step. Roll it up. Roll it up. Punch. Now let's go at tempo. Roll it up and punch it. Okay, girls. Let's hit it from the top. Here we go.
No, not the top.
Oh, yes.
Anything but the top.
Step it out.
Oh my God, it's Bear Chair. Thank you for Bear Chair.
Pony, pose. I pony, you pony, we all. I pony, you pony, we all. Roll it up, and go. Right to top. Step it out, Hup. Punch it, go. Get up. Dance to the music. Ponies. I pony, you pony, we all. Let's go play. I pony, you pony, we all. Love it. Whoop. And clap. Roll it up and punch it, punch it, punch it, break. Here we go. From the top. Woo! Now, punch it hard. And side. And down. And side. Let's roll.
I pony, you pony, we all. Lots of pony.
love to pony, I pony, you pony,
Let's try
we
it,
all
tempo.
love to pony, I pony, you pony, we all love to pony, I pony, you pony, we all love to pony. Now the mic is peaking.
That was great. So now let's take it all the way from the top, adding everything in. Here we go. Hip punch. Sounding good. foot and your knee are together in alignment. Let's bring the toe in. Flat back. Turn the heel out. 5, 6, arm up. 3, straight up. Contract. Up. Contract. Last time. Up. Contract. Breathe. Pull it in. Toe in. Left back. Straight back. Turn it out. Alright, let's do some shoulder rolls. Up, down. Forward, up. Last time. 6, 7, 8. And we're done.
Incredible. So the remaining half of this
most
tape.
important thing that I'd like to get across while I'm not up here sweating is that to have a healthy mind and a healthy body, you've got to make a commitment to it. And I don't think that it should be something that's so painful. And
We will finish this inspirational message from Cher when we watch the second half of the tape, which we can do. We can do this stream if you want. I just figured we should have a little breather. That was Cher, Fitness, Body Confidence. The remaining half of the tape is a 45-minute resistance band workout featuring Cher's official Cher resistance bands. Oh. What? Oh. One of these. Thank you, Cheese Hammer. I figured we could pivot a little bit to another chill substitute teacher-esque tape. I suppose it would be very odd if you had a substitute teacher in school that just put on a Cher Fitness tape, unless it was PE. Hell, when I was a kid, there was a year of PE where they were building a gym. And so we just stood outside the school and did the Macarena every day for PE. I hated it. Canada, the undiscovered land, Rockies to the far north. This is the third in a 3-tape box set of Reader's Digest Canada tapes. So we've been vibing with Cher. I thought we could vibe with nature footage and learn. Amid our nation, speak for yourself, Canada. Amid Canada's greatest mountains and the expanses of the high Arctic, you will witness dazzling views from lofty mountain peaks, explore the wonders of Jasper and Banff National Parks, marvel at the gathering of majestic bald eagles as they fish on Pacific salmon at the Squamish River, observe grizzly bears in their natural habitat and follow herds of caribou as they thunder across Ivavik National Park. Listen in awe as a Nemaya elder shares the legends of a people who seem frozen in time. Visit the Queen Charlotte Islands, the jewel of the West Coast, and more. It's time for Canada. And then, if y'all want more Cher after this, let me know. I like finishing these box sets because then it means I can put the whole box into another box with a bunch of other tapes and get them off the shelf. I have too many tapes. And I'm about to have more because I've invited people to send me more finally. Some people. Only the non-Canadians. Sorry, Canadians. I hope this tape is a consolation prize for you. I pony, you pony, Canada loves
A
to
day in
pony.
the mountains, it has been said, is never deducted from the rest of one's life. These Western Canadian peaks inspired Aboriginal storytellers. And the powerful predators who make their homes here still inspire legends. Misty Pacific shores harbor spirits from an ancient civilization. And contain the world's richest marine environments.
Oh my god, you got Victoria. Is that even the first time that you've gotten it, Bella? I think you're extremely lucky. Or else
The
you just run the
undisturbed
BC
beauty of
command a lot.
Canada's north is a backdrop for large herds of caribou. Other Arctic wildlife is merely curious in the presence of humans. To the rest of the world, and to Canadians themselves, the Western Mountains and the high Arctic are simply wilderness. The largely unexplored and remote mountains and far north are a wilderness that defines the Canadian nation and quietly nourishes its soul. The rugged West Coast is a captive to the moods of the temperamental Pacific. Waves and ocean currents abrade the coastline, and storms deliver driving rains and powerful winds. The abundance of moisture has created a temperate rainforest, resembling the lushness of the tropics, but with a distinctly northern character. As latitude and elevation increase, the effects of the Pacific on the coastal mountains creates a very intemperate world. In British Columbia's Queen Charlotte Islands are the remnants of an ancient Haida village and a vibrant underwater world. The Yukon's Kluane glaciers have the distinction of being the largest non-polar ice field in the world. There is little vegetation in the higher reaches of Kluane, and a sea of ice is broken only by the towering peaks of the St. Elias Range. The ice locked in Kluane's ice fields is roughly equivalent in volume to the water in all the lakes and rivers of North America. Moisture from the Pacific Ocean is trapped here, forced high over the coastal range and dumped in the central ice fields. The size of Kluane's ice field is staggering. While glaciers are common in the mountains to the south, they boast neither the size nor the destructive force of these giant rivers of ice. Kluane's glaciers move forward an average of 10 meters a year, but periodically the glaciers advance as much as a kilometer in a single season. The Lowell Glacier, one of Kluane's largest, surged in the middle of the last century. Masses of ice were pushed across the Alsek River against the mountains on the other shore. This dam of ice created a huge glacial lake.
It lasted between 1725 and 1850. And the area that we're in right now would have been a shoreline of this glacial lake. When this ice dam broke, it was a tremendous flash flood, 10 cubic miles of water going towards Dry Bay, Alaska. They estimate that the lake drained within 24 to 48 hours. Boom, right out to the coast.
More than a century later, the effects of the flood are plainly visible. Riverbanks and mountainsides were scoured. Vegetation and soil swept off the slopes.
There's a story told by a native elder, and a story that was told to her by her grandmother, of a flash flood that came and wiped out many people and washed them into the sea. They believed that the ice was a living, breathing animal, because it creaked and it groaned and it made all sorts of weird sounds. It dammed rivers, it created lakes, and it was believed that if you camped too close to glacial ice and fried any type of meat, that the glacier would come and swallow you up. And this comes with a lot of truth to it, because, of course, whenever the native people would camp down low in the valley, they ran the risk of being flooded from the outbursts of these glacial dams breaking, and I'm sure these stories were handed down through the generations, and so they developed this healthy respect for glacial ice.
Huge fragments of the Lowell Glacier break off and drift in the lake that bears its name. Some tower as high as 20 meters and may take many years to melt. They are beautiful. Ancient reminders of the power of the forces of nature. Queen Charlotte Islands are the jewels of the West Coast, carpeted with lush green vegetation and surrounded by the deep blue of the Pacific. Kungit Haida people call their home Haida Gwaii, place of wonder. Parts of the Queen Charlotte archipelago escaped the last glaciation and became isolated from the mainland. The island's isolation allowed for the uninterrupted and independent evolution of many living things. Some species that thrive here are found nowhere else on the planet. Over thousands of years, the Haida Gwaii black bear has adapted to the abundance of hard-shelled invertebrates along the seashore. Natural selection has assured that bears with larger jaws and an improved ability to crush shellfish have done well here. This has produced some of the largest black bears in North America. The black bears feast on a bounty of marine creatures in Burnaby Narrows, the richest marine ecosystem on the Pacific coast. At low tide, the creatures of the shallows are exposed. Until the tide comes in again, and a nourishing broth covers almost 300 different species of intertidal dwellers. Such diversity is found nowhere else in the world. All creatures seem to flourish here, linked in a pulsing natural chain. The bat stars feed on the sea urchins. The anemones on the mussels. There is more protein per square meter in the Narrows than anywhere else on Earth. They were surrounded by abundance, so life was relatively easy for the Kungit Haida. Unlike most early Aboriginals, they had leisure time for the visual arts and a sophisticated culture. Over the centuries, the Haida developed a bold graphic style and became the most advanced hunter-gatherer society ever known. On the island of Skungwaii, the spiritual energy of an ancient culture is unmistakable. Even the landscape invites superstition. Fog can take on unusual shapes, and trees and rocks become ghostly images. These poles are what remains of the village of Ninstance, a once thriving Haida community. Their civilization was first endangered in 1787 when the Europeans came looking for furs, bringing trade goods and disease. The Haida were decimated. Smallpox reduced the population of Ninstance from more than 300 in 1840 to only 30 by 1880. Survivors were taken to other villages. The monuments to their loved ones left to the sun and rain. These poles weigh up to 4 tons and stand anywhere from 4 to 14 meters high. Burial places in cavities at the top of the poles held the remains of family members and were carved with crest figures that told their life stories. A Kungit Haida elder, kept in gold, patrols this ancient site and tells its stories.
If anybody had recorded these poles and how they are represented, the stories that they hold, then we'd understand what they are today. But the way we look at them now, we're just recognizing crest figures. That's all. We can't tell the story anymore.
The best preserved poles were taken to museums in the 1950s. The remaining 26 left in Ninstance are spiritual reminders of a people in harmony with nature.
This animal right here, his bulging eyes right here and claws in the ears and a broad hook beak like this here. And then the pectoral fins that reach around the side. This is a sea ghost that lives in the fur of the sea grizzly bear. And the sea ghost collects the souls of people that drown in canoe mishaps. This is a killer whale, and he could easily be seen. He's always having a triangular teeth in his mouth. And then the large head there and the pectorals on the side. This is the dorsal fin right here. To me, when I'm doing this work, I'm looking after a living graveyard. We're making sure that we're showing the ancestors that we care and that we're showing proper respect for them during the time they're here. We know eventually they're going to go back into the ground, and that's the way it should be.
The sophisticated culture of West Coast Aboriginals was not confined to the Queen Charlottes. Life was good on the coastal mountains as well. In the pristine Kitlope Valley, the Haisla shared rich salmon stocks with grizzly bears. In Silos, the Chilcotin people lived on the shores of the largest high-altitude mountain lake in North America. And on the Squamish River near Brackendale is an annual aerial display of one of the world's most magnificent predators, the bald eagle. The peaks of British Columbia's magnificent coastal range continue to be shaped by massive heaving glaciers. The runoff created by their meltwater in turn creates one of the country's great salmon rivers, the Squamish. In the late autumn, the river is host to a remarkable gathering. Bald eagles migrate to the Squamish, its banks lined with large cottonwood trees, and with a climate moderated by the nearby salt waters of the Pacific Ocean. But it is salmon, returning to the Squamish to spawn, that capture the attention of hungry eagles. The bald eagle is a relatively clumsy hunter, so it relies heavily on dying fish that come up to the shallows to spawn. The Squamish and its tributary rivers attract 350,000 spawning salmon each year. This concentration of fish drew a world record number of bald eagles in January of 1994. 3,700 of the majestic birds were counted and recorded. The name bald, often thought to be a misnomer, is derived from an Old English word meaning white. Young birds have mottled feathers and lack the white head and tail of the adults, which take 4 or 5 years to develop. No one is certain how so many eagles find the right place. It may be memory that brings them back here, or their keen eyesight. High soaring eagles can spot a gathering of the clan from a distance of 30 kilometers. And where eagles gather, there is always a prime food supply. Residents of nearby Brackendale were so taken with this impressive gathering of one of the world's great birds that they decided to do something to protect it. They convinced the British Columbia government to establish the Brackendale Eagle Reserve. The 550-hectare reserve now ensures that this vital eagle habitat will never be developed. Thor Froslev was one of those responsible for ensuring the area's preservation. His enthusiasm for the eagles has not waned since the day he saw his first one.
They're a gorgeous, gorgeous bird. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, their whole flight of it, you can see the feathers all spread out, and then the control of the tail and the mass, like a 6-8 foot wingspan, and they just come in, the talons open. It's a gorgeous execution. I can't believe it's magic.
Fire and ice. The combining of these powerful forces created a volcanic cone called the Black Tusk. Millions of years ago, the Juan de Fuca tectonic plate and the North American continental plate collided. The land buckled and triggered a chain of volcanic eruptions, including the one that created the Black Tusk. What is visible today is only a remnant of the original volcanic cone, which was torn apart by an enormous sheet of ice. The evocative shapes and forms of the mountains had a profound impact on the spiritual lives of native peoples. So much so that they used mountains to explain their origins.
A long time ago, Seuss was a person who lived in the Nemaya Valley. This was before he was turned into a rock. Seuss and his wife Uniad got mad at each other and they separated. Uniad left their 6 children with Seuss. Today he still sits there with his youngest child on his lap, fuming mad. As she made her way from the Nemaya Valley, Uniad seeded wild potatoes that now grow mostly on Potato Mountain. Mount Uniad sits on the west side of Terryoko Lake. That's where she turned into a rock. Uniad seeded wild potatoes so we won't starve.
That legend is telling our people you don't separate, and we need to be together to make it. And to separate like that is not, it's not right. And that's what has happened to Seuss and Uniad. They've turned into rock. Now forever, they're gonna have to take care of us in the land.
For the Chilcotin people of Hani, Seuss is a living cultural monument. As a sign of respect for Seuss, it is forbidden to point at the mountain. To do so has grave consequences. The land that Seuss watches over includes the 80-kilometer-long Chilco Lake. For the most part, the lake and the land which surrounds it are true wilderness. Its rugged beauty is a haven for wildlife. It is no wonder that Chilcotin people possess a deep reverence for their homeland. The Kitlope Valley, an almost unknown ancient paradise on British Columbia's north-central coast, covers an area of almost 317,000 hectares, roughly half the size of Prince Edward Island. Very high rainfall levels and relatively small fluctuations in temperature throughout the year support the largest remaining coastal temperate rainforest in the world. The old-growth forest contains many species of trees, including hemlocks, firs, and cedars. Sitka spruce and black cottonwood blanket the valley bottom. There are trees here more than 800 years old and up to 3 meters in diameter. The Kitlope Valley is a complete watershed. Its waters come from vast glaciers on top of the divide. These waters, laden with glacial till, flow into the rivers and lakes below. They in turn converge with rivers that run to the Pacific Ocean. The watershed is critical for the 5 major species of Pacific salmon which spawn in the Kitlope's rivers. The Kitlope salmon are key to the abundant life in the area. They not only lure seals 60 kilometers from the ocean, but are also the major food source for the valley's grizzly bears. Gary Glintz is responsible for monitoring the grizzly population.
The salmon run are very important to the grizzly diet because of the fat that's in the salmon. And they'll rip the stomach open and eat the innards, which is where all the fat's all gathered around it. And so that really puts on weight for them. I'd say this is a full-grown grizzly. You can tell it's a grizzly tracks because you can see the claws are still marked in the sand, which is traditional. That's what you'll notice about grizzlies, where black bears you won't see that. Probably a male, probably about 5 years old.
The fact that the Kitlope has never been logged has been crucial to the survival of grizzlies here.
If this was logged off, what we'd see in here is a lot of stumps and that would blow up onto these areas and basically wipe out the habitat, as well as the grizzly like to have timber close by so they can wander out in here at night and get back in the timber into safety.
Along the spine of the continent are Canada's mountain parks. In British Columbia, Glacier National Park's narrow valley brings abundant snow, creating some of the greatest avalanches in Canada. Yoho National Park contains the Kicking Horse Pass, site of a railway engineering feat that linked a nation. Further north, Jasper National Park features remarkable scenery and a magical underground waterway. And in the heart of the Rockies is Canada's first national park, Banff. Over a century ago, when the Rocky Mountains were still impenetrable wilderness, the young nation of Canada took a bold step and created Banff, its first national park, the third of its kind in the world. The government protected one of the most beautiful valleys in the Rocky Mountains, the Bow Valley, and its adjacent subalpine areas dotted with stunning glacial lakes. But the area that is now Banff National Park did not come to the Canadian government's attention because of its unparalleled beauty. In the autumn of 1883, William and Tom McCardle and Frank McCabe, all employees of the Canadian Pacific Railway, stumbled on bubbling hot springs in the mountains above the Bow Valley. Little did they know what their discovery would eventually be worth. The importance of the find was immediately recognized by the CPR, which was looking for ways to pay the staggering maintenance costs of its new line through the mountains. It was then the Canadian Pacific Railway constructed what has become the dominant image of the park. The CPR chose a plateau overlooking the Bow River as the site for the luxurious Banff Springs Hotel. It opened in 1888, complete with an adjoining bathhouse containing 2 plunge baths and 10 tubs, all supplied with water from the upper hot springs. Today, Banff is Canada's most popular park. It has 4 million visitors every year, making it an intriguing place for scientists interested in studying the effects of human encroachment on wild spaces. One way a park's success is now measured is by how well its large carnivores adapt to an increased human presence. Wolves abandoned the park after being driven out by hunters in the late 1940s. Their recent return has been encouraging for wolf researchers such as Carolyn Callahan.
In the minds of many people, wolves are considered a symbol of wilderness. They're an icon of wilderness, primarily because they are a very elusive animal. They prefer to live in more of a wilderness setting. They're sensitive to human activities. You don't see them around towns and around cities. You see them in the wilderness if you're going to see them at all. Many people are satisfied just knowing that wolves are out there, and they feel that the system is functioning very well if wolves are there.
Even in Canada's oldest and busiest national park, the howl of the wolf is the irreplaceable, unmistakable sound of the Canadian wilderness. Banff's natural beauty is rivaled by its much larger northerly neighbor. In summer, Jasper National Park's beauty is overwhelming. Like Banff, it boasts picturesque lakes and majestic peaks, but Jasper has at least one hidden natural wonder. Water from the numerous mountain streams in the upper valley pours into Medicine Lake and then drains deep into the earth. "16 kilometers away in the Maligne Canyon, some of that water re-emerges with a thunderous roar. A flash of color relieves the whites and grays of winter. What was a rushing waterfall in summer is subdued by the cold of winter. Frozen waterfalls and icicles lend an ethereal and magical quality to the canyon. Sculptures of ice and snow grace the walls of the hollow gorge. Cleon Todgham is a naturalist licensed by the park to guide people through the beautiful and sometimes treacherous Maligne Canyon.
When we're walking in the canyon, we're walking on a shelf of ice. In places, the water's actually drained underground and left that shelf sitting there where the water formed or where the water was in the fall. The water then drains away and can leave an air pocket. In some places, seepage in the canyon creates waterfalls. It's magic to walk behind these waterfalls and see through the ice. It's worth getting on your hands and knees, crawling in and getting to these places, it's really beautiful.
It is the ice that attracts adventurers to Maligne Canyon. Ice climbers can learn in relative safety here because of the availability of tie-offs for top ropes that support a climber in case of a fall. But even more experienced climbers hone their skills on the frozen falls of Maligne.
You get familiar with the sound of an ice axe when it penetrates the ice, the vibration, little clues that tell you that your ice axe is secure and stuck in the ice. The same works for your crampons. Your crampons you use the same way as your ice tools. Usually give a little kick or two and make sure your points are stuck in the ice. While you're climbing, you're sort of stuck in the ice, and that's really your only view. But we do get to check out the area as we get up, and each belay we can stand around and take a look and slowly watch yourself getting higher and higher off the valley floor. It's quite a fun area to be climbing in.
Yoho National Park contains some of Canada's most stunning scenery. Wapta Falls on the Kicking Horse River is particularly striking during spring runoff, when Yoho's 28 peaks begin to shed some of their ice and snow. Lake O'Hara gets its turquoise color from suspended particles of till and rock debris carried by glacier-fed streams. Yoho's spectacular mountains and valleys were anything but inspiring to railway engineers attempting to build the Canadian Pacific Railway over a century ago. In 1870, Prime Minister Sir John A. Macdonald had decided to build a railway to the west to convince the Americans that the Western Territories were not up for grabs. By 1881, after a long delay, the railhead had moved close to the Rockies, and at least 3 mountain passes were being considered. It was A.B. Rogers, an American railway surveyor, who recommended that the Kicking Horse Pass in Yoho would be most economical. It was the quickest route, but it was also the most difficult. The resulting grade dropped more than 1.5 meters in every 30 meters of track, twice what the CPR normally allowed. While the last spike was driven on November 7, 1885, the steepness of Kicking Horse Pass proved to be too much for descending trains. In 1911, the Canadian Pacific Railway borrowed a solution from the Swiss. They built spiral tunnels which cut through the solid rock of Cathedral Mountain and Mount Ogden. This switchback principle reduced the grade by more than half and ensured the safety of future passengers and cargo. Despite increased rail and road traffic, backcountry Yoho remains largely undiscovered. For early explorers and surveyors, traveling in the Rockies was extremely difficult. Arduous climbing meant sufficient supplies could not be brought in, and hunting was necessary for sustenance. When game was scarce and weather was bad, lives were lost. Today, motorists speed through Glacier National Park on the Trans-Canada Highway via Rogers Pass, the legendary Avalanche Alley. The surrounding peaks receive more than 10 meters of snow annually, and some of it thunders down the mountain sides at speeds in excess of 325 kilometers an hour. While snow sheds help alleviate some of the danger, the highway is constantly monitored by one of the most advanced avalanche control programs in the world.
Most avalanche experts take one look at this area and cannot believe that we can operate a highway through it year-round, given the factors of snowfall and the steep, narrow valleys. Take one look and it looks like an avalanche gallery. It looks impossible to keep open year-round, and we've been able to do that consistently for almost 40 years. Most of our activities are associated with monitoring. We monitor weather, snowpack development, and avalanche activity. The combination of those factors brings us to a hazard assessment, and that means identifying potential weaknesses within that snowpack and its change over time, and how likely is the snowpack to stay on the mountain and not slide down into the valley.
The avalanches are caused by either weak layers or weak bonds between layers. You get a layer of larger stellar crystals, for instance, and that would cause a weak layer in the pack. Also, if you have long extended periods of cold, clear temperatures, you can get what's called surface hoar. It's the solid form of dew that forms on the top of the snowpack. And when you have more snow on top of that, it's a very weak sliding layer, and that's another cause of avalanches.
The aim of avalanche control is to bring down the snow under controlled conditions before it becomes unstable and dangerous. When the conditions are appropriate, a detachment of the Royal Canadian Horse Artillery brings out a 105mm howitzer. It is aimed at one of the 200 targets high up in the mountains and fired.
Number one, fire!
The combination of science and experience makes for remarkably effective results.
It's very important to assess the results of each individual shot. How much snow that we're bringing down has an impact on whether at the end of the shoot we can say, yes, the road is safe for traffic, or no, we're going to have to continue the closure and perhaps do some more shooting. It never fails to excite you and I guess bring out certain feelings of awe because of the power and the destructive potential of that avalanche moving down the mountain.
While the Rockies are easily accessible by road and rail, getting to Canada's high Arctic is a different story. it can only be reached by air. Ellesmere Island is as far north as you can go in Canada, 700 kilometers from the North Pole. The legendary Nahanni River in the Northwest Territories attracts seasoned paddlers to its frigid white water. And the Firth River in Yukon's Ivavik National Park is traversed by the largest caribou herd in the world. In the height of summer, with 24 hours of daylight, Ivavik explodes with life. Because of its remoteness, only 150 people a year manage to see the Firth River. The Firth was spared the glaciers of the last ice age, so it may be the oldest river in Canada. It winds through the ancient British mountains and empties into the Beaufort Sea. To get there, paddlers must battle through Class 4 rapids, which have reputations of swallowing 3-meter rafts.
Little back paddle, little back paddle, little back paddle. Good job. Okay. Angle forward. Keep backing it, real good. Back paddle, really. Good. Good job.
Broad, thick sheets of ice cover a large area near the headwaters of the river. The off-ice, as it is known, is formed when water from underground springs bubbles up over existing river ice and freezes. It becomes so thick that it never melts entirely, even in the middle of the summer. Ivavik National Park was created to protect the summer migratory routes of the huge porcupine caribou herd. Estimated at 160,000 animals, the herd's females calve over the border on Alaska's coastal plain. When the young are strong enough to travel, the Yukon migration begins, prompted by the need to find new sources of food and by a desperate urge to escape the mosquitoes which infest the coastal lowlands. This group is a small one of between 1,000 and 2,000 animals. A veteran helicopter pilot in the area tells of seeing a group of perhaps 80,000 animals. The Nahanni is a legendary river. The river was named for the Nahande tribe, and the modern Slavey Indians have inherited its legacy. It was the first natural area in the world to be deemed so valuable by UNESCO that it became a World Heritage Site. There are sinkholes and cave systems in its remarkable limestone plateaus, mountain ranges and hot springs, deep canyons, and a tumultuous cataract named Virginia Falls, which measures twice the height of Niagara. Caribou thrive in the higher elevations. Moose occupy the marshy places, and wolf packs hunt for prey along its banks. Here in the middle of this magnificent wilderness is a geological marvel. These are rare natural sculptures known as tufa mounds, about 27 meters high. They have been building for 10,000 years. The fragile terraces of soft rock are created by the precipitation of calcium carbonates from hot springs so deep in the earth they are heated by molten lava. The water spreads thinly over the mound, and as it cools, the calcium is deposited in small rings. As the rings build up at a rate of about 2 millimeters per year, they form little dams, holding the water back and creating surface tension. This causes more calcium to be deposited along the rims. As the flowing water shifts to a new terrace, it leaves brittle, porous walls. Less than 1,000 people a year come to the Nahanni, and most of those come here to paddle the winding river, which flows through 4 spectacular canyons. The Nahanni is to canoeists what Alaska's Mount McKinley is to climbers. The Nahanni is a symbol of Canadian wilderness. Many Canadians of all ages long for this experience, guiding canoes through white churning water, following in the wakes of ancient Aboriginals and the early European explorers. Pierre Elliott Trudeau, a former prime minister, challenged the turbulent waters of this mighty river. Every year, ordinary people take up the same challenge. Canoeing is considered to be so Canadian that paddling the Nahanni is almost an act of patriotism. Ellesmere Island National Park is more than 2,000 kilometers north of the nearest tree. The landscape is dry and barren, almost like the surface of the moon. The human figure seems insignificant in its Arctic vastness. In places, it is a sea of rock and ice for as far as the eye can see. This is Canada's most northerly island. In every sense, the top of the world. It's a massive landscape, so intimidating, even experienced out-of-doors people have been known to break down at the sheer remoteness of the place. Arctic hares thrive in this harsh landscape. Weighing as much as 10 pounds, they are as large as some of their predators. They travel in herds to lessen the likelihood of being singled out by a predator. As many as 25,000 hares have been recorded in a 13 square kilometer area. The unusual way they run, called ricocheting, is another defense mechanism. They hop upright, in essence, to tell their enemies that they can see them and a sneak attack would fail. Musk oxen are a dramatic fixture on Ellesmere. Shaggy and prehistoric looking, they flourish here, foraging mostly on the ground-hugging Arctic willow. Even in winter, they scrape through the snow to their food. They are perfectly adapted for extreme cold. Their inner layer of wool covers their bodies and is so soft and warm it will create heat when held in the palm of a human hand. In the summer, they lose their woolly undercoats and look extremely ragged. Bulls look unkempt all year, unlike females who only shed in summer. While confrontations between males during the rut can be violent, summer altercations are resolved without incident. In spite of the austerity of this environment, there is a remarkable abundance of life, some quite fragile for the ruggedness of the landscape. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the high Arctic attracted British, American, and European explorers, driven by science, personal ambition, and patriotism. The high Arctic was one of the last uncharted places on the globe. In a quiet inlet on a low mud ledge overlooking Discovery Harbor are the remains of Fort Conger, a chilling monument to the eternal struggle to conquer the North.
There is a poll for a Chat's Choice song courtesy of Green Day Rock. Please vote.
A century ago, American Admiral Robert E. Peary erected these crude huts as a base camp for an attempt to reach the North Pole. The original, much larger Fort Conger was built in 1881 by a U.S. naval expedition led by Lieutenant Adolphus Greely. Greely's party abandoned the fort 2 years later when a ship expected with supplies for the following winter failed to arrive. Greeley and his men made a harrowing journey of over 300 kilometers through ice floes to a substitute rendezvous, but the supply ship never arrived. When rescuers finally reached them the following spring, only 7 of Greeley's 25 men were still alive. "15 years later, Peary, already an American celebrity, arrived at Fort Conger and salvaged lumber from the original building for 3 small huts. Tunnels ran under the snow between the huts so the men could visit without exposing themselves to the bitter cold. It took 2 trips to Fort Conger.
Thank you very much
to reach his goal.
Thank
But
you
on
to Green
April
Day, Rock
6,
and Sing,
1909,
for
Admiral
supporting
Peary
Golden
became the
VCR.
first person ever to reach the geographic North Pole.
We will have Canoe and Pig Pond coming up right after this.
From the snow-crowned mountains of the magnificent Rockies to a Nemaya elder sharing legends of a people who seem frozen in time, the haunting beauty of the Canadian wilderness uplifts the human spirit. Sometimes it is the subtle moments, a fleeting glimpse of a wild elk, or the innocent curiosity of the young, sends a heart singing and restores a visitor's soul. If Canada's wealth were to be measured in terms of its wilderness, by every account, it is the richest nation on earth.
Hooray, Canada. You did it, Good Earth Productions of Toronto, Canada. That was very chill. Thank you, Reader's Digest. How about a more upbeat Canada song right now?
It's a long one, and
Courtesy
there are
of
Seuss
Bill
holes.
Porter, the canoe
However,
master.
the downstream V's are there, even if somewhat obscure and hard to read. But with someone along to help pick up the pieces, the lure is irresistible.
Thank you again to Green Day and to Samuel Jess for these songs.
Staying clear of the canoe is a swimmer's first concern. The second is keeping the feet out near the surface to avoid entrapment between rocks. Given the choice, swim to shore as soon as possible. Failing that, don't attempt to recover the canoe until you reach deep water.
There are actually 2 canoe songs. This
Whitewater
I threw
techniques
them
can
both
make a difficult rapid navigable, but the risks can never be completely eliminated. Most canoeing organizations are against canoeing alone. And they're probably right. The recreational paddler is well advised to travel in the company of other canoeists.
The next
especially
one is, I
when
think,
paddling solo.
just the credit song.
Today, the canoe has become a means of rediscovering the natural world. And like the Ojibwe and Cree before us, there should be no evidence to tell that we have passed this way, other than the imprint of our feet along the Portage Trail.
I don't understand microphones.
Alrighty then.
Anyway, here's Pigs.
Pack it up, unpack it, stack it up, unstack it, clog it up, unclog it, hog it up, unhog it, jam it up, unjam it, cram it up, uncram it, more it up. Somebody come on and help me over here. Pack it up, unpack it, stack it up, unstack it, clog it up, unclog it, hog it up, unhog it, jam it up, unjam it, cram it up, uncram it, more it up, unmoor it, board up, unboard it, hit 'em up, move 'em out. This is what the song's about. Big it up, unbig it, dig it up, unclean it, big it up, unpigging the pine. Sing a little song, you little swine, and move along, you unpigging the pine. Pigging the pine, unpigging the pine. The boys have a trophy, it's the big fish with the pokey, unpigging the pine. Stop it up, unstop it, top it up, untop it, cram it up, unclam it, ham it up, unham it, block it up, unlock it, stock it up, unstock it, stuff it up, unstuff it, puff it up, unpuff it, hand 'em up, move 'em out. This is what the song's about. Cork it up, uncork it, pork it up, unpork it, pigging the pine, unpigging the pine. Sing a little song, you little swine, and move along, you unpigging the pine. Pigging the pine, unpigging the pine. The boys have a trophy, it's the pigs into the pokey, unpigging. I'm just talking about moving the bacon, baby. Thank you very much.
There it is. Unpicking the pond. I have another tape. I don't know if we'll be able to finish Cher, but that's probably okay. We can finish our stream with Cher. But I thought we could dip into a 30-minute tape right here. I have no idea what this is going to do with Content ID. But it is sent in by Trill, Dr. Seuss. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, plus 2 other Dr. Seuss classics. Oh, the Thinks You Can Think and The Foot Book. Yeah, why not? Yeah, one might imagine that Content ID will not love this, but you never know. You never know. And we can watch it live. So, I think I've definitely seen these as a kid, or at least 1 or 2 of them, like in the library in elementary school. So let's take a trip down memory lane. I'm sure a lot of you will remember these too. Here we go. It's Dr. Seuss. I went kayaking near his house. When I lived in San Diego, I think in La Jolla, some coworkers went, and I went kayaking in the sea, and the guide that was with us pointed out Dr. Seuss's house along the shore. It might not have been La Jolla. It might have been Point Loma or something. I don't know. And then he told us about what a dick Dr. Seuss was to his wife. Like, she was terminally ill, and then he divorced her. Anyway, he had a cool house.
Dr. Seuss Beginner Book Video.
One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish by Dr. Seuss.
One fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. This one has a little star. This one has a little car. Say, what a lot of fish there are. Yes, some are red and some are blue. Some are old and some are new. Some are sad and some are glad. And some are very, very bad. Why are they sad and glad and bad? I do not know. Go ask your dad. Some are thin and some are fat. The fat one has a yellow hat. From there to here, from here to there. Funny things are everywhere. Here are some who like to run. They run for fun in the hot, hot sun. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. What a lot of funny things go by. Some have 2 feet, and some have 4. Some have 6 feet, and some have more. Where do they come from? I can't say, but I bet they have come a long, long way. We see them come. We see them go. Some are fast, and some are slow. Some are high, and some are low. Not one of them is like another. Don't ask us why. Go ask your mother. Say, look at his fingers. 1, 2, 3. How many fingers do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 11. 11? This is something new. I wish I had 11 too. Bump, bump, bump. Did you ever ride a wump? We have a wump with just one hump. But we know a man called Mr. Gump. Mr. Gump has a 7-hump wump. So, if you like to go bump bump, just jump on the hump of the wump of Gump.
Who am I? My name is Ned. I do not like my little bed. This is no good. This is not right. My feet stick out of bed all night. And when I pull them in, oh dear, my head sticks out of bed up here.
We like our bike. It is made for 3. Our Mike sits up and back, you see. We like our Mike, and this is why. Mike does all the work when the hills get high.
Hello there, Ned. How do you do? Tell me, what is new? How are things in your little bed? What is new? Please tell me, Ned.
I do not like this bed at all. A lot of things have come to call. A cow, a dog, a cat, a mouse. Oh, what a bed. Oh, what a house.
Oh dear, I cannot hear. Will you please come over near? Will you please look in my ear? There must be something there, I fear.
Say, look, a bird was in your ear. But he is out, so have no fear. Again your ear can hear, my dear.
My hat is old. My teeth are gold. I have a bird I like to hold. My shoe is off. My foot is cold. My shoe is off. My foot is cold. I have a bird I like to hold. My hat is old. My teeth are gold. And now my story is all told.
We took a look. We saw a nook. On his head, he had a hook. On his hook, he had a book. On his book was how to cook. We saw him sit and try to cook. He took a look at the book on the hook. But a nook can't read, so a nook can't cook. So, what good to a nook is a hook cookbook? The moon was out and we saw some sheep. We saw some sheep take a walk in their sleep. By the light of the moon, by the light of a star, they walked all night from near to far. I would never walk. I would take a car. I do not like this one so well. All he does is yell, yell, yell. I will not have this one about. When he comes in, I put him out. This one is quiet as a mouse. I like to have him in the house. At our house, we open cans. We have to open many cans. And that is why we have a Zans. A Zans for cans is very good. Have you a Zans for cans? You should. I like to box how I like to box. So every day I box a gox. In yellow socks I box my gox. I box in yellow gox box socks. It is fun to sing if you sing with a ying. My yin can sing like anything. I sing high, and my yin sings low. And we are not too bad, you know. This one, I think, is called a yink. He likes to wink. He likes to drink. He likes to drink and drink and drink. The thing he likes to drink is ink. The ink he likes to drink is pink. He likes to wink and drink pink ink. So, if you have a lot of ink, then you should get a yink, I think.
Hop, hop, hop. I am a yop. All I like to do is hop from finger top to finger top. I hop from left to right and then hop, hop. I hop right back again. I like to hop all day and night. From right to left and left to right. Why do I like to hop, hop, hop? I do not know. Go ask your pop.
Brush, 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 brush. Comb, 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 comb. Blue hair is fun to brush and comb. All girls who like to brush and comb should have a pet like this at home. Who is this pet? Say, he is wet. You never yet met a pet, I bet, as wet as they let this wet pet get. Did you ever fly a kite in bed? Did you ever walk with 10 cats on your head? Did you ever milk this kind of cow? Well, we can do it. We know how. If you never did, you should. These things are fun, and fun is good.
Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? I called you up to say hello. I said hello. Can you hear me, Joe?
Oh, no. I cannot hear your call. I cannot hear your call at all. This is not good, and I know why. A mouse has cut the wire. Goodbye.
From near to far, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. These yellow pets are called the Zeds. They have one hair up on their heads. Their hair grows fast, so fast, they say. They need a haircut every day.
Who am I? My name is Ish. On my hand, I have a dish. I have this dish to help me wish. When I wish to make a wish, I wave my hand with a big swish, swish. Then I say, I wish for fish, and I get fish right on my dish. So, if you wish to wish a wish, you may swish for fish with my Ish wish dish.
At our house, we play out back. We play a game called Ring the Gack. Would you like to play this game? Come down. We have the only gack in town. Look what we found in the park in the dark. We will take him home. We will call him Clark. He will live at our house. He will grow and grow. Will our mother like this? We don't know. And now, good night. It is time to sleep. So, we will sleep with our pet Seep. Today is gone. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one. Every day, from here to there, funny things are everywhere.
Oh, the Things You Can Think by Dr. Seuss. You can think up some birds, that's what you can do. You can think about yellow or think about blue. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think up a horse. Oh, the things you can think. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. If you try, you can think up a guff going by. And you don't have to stop. You can think about schlop. Schlop, schlop, beautiful schlop. Beautiful schlop with a cherry on top. You can think about gloves. You can think about snubs. You can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Krause in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Think of black water. Think up a white sky. Think up a boat. Think of blues blowing by. You can think about night, a night in Nanup. The birds are asleep, and the 3 moons are up. You can think about day, a day in the dake. The water is blue, and the birds are awake. Think and wonder, wonder and think. How much water can 55 elephants drink? You can wonder, how long is the tail of a song? There are so many things that a thinker can think. Would you dare yank a tooth of the rink-rinker-fink? And what would you do if you met a jaboo? Oh, the things you can think. Think of Peter the postman, who crosses the ice once every day and on Saturdays twice. Think. You can think anything that you wish. Think a race on a horse on a ball with a fish. Think of light. Think of bright. Think of stairs in the night. Think a ship. Think up a long trip. Go visit the Vipper. It's gonna get the Vipper of Vip. And left. Think of left. And think about Beth. Why is it that Beth always go to the left? And why is it so many things go to the right? You can think about that until Saturday night. Think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try.
The Foot Book by Dr. Seuss. Left foot. Left foot. Right foot. Right. Feet in the morning.
feet at night. Left foot, left foot, left foot, right. Wet foot, dry foot, low foot, high foot, front feet, back feet, red feet, black feet, left foot, right foot, feet, feet, feet. How many, many feet you meet. Slow feet. Quick feet. Trick feet. Sick feet. Up feet. Down feet. Here come clown feet. Small feet. Big feet. Here come pig feet. His feet. Her feet. Fuzzy fur feet. In the house and on the
You can do
street.
extra votes for 100 channel points.
How many, many feet you meet. Up in the air feet. Over a chair feet. More and more feet. 24 feet. Here come more and more and more feet. Left foot. Right foot. Feet. Feet. Feet.
The foot book really is just the word feet over and over again. Hey, we did it. We did feet. The winner is no. Second foot poll is up. Hello, class. I am your substitute teacher. I hope you've enjoyed Dr. Seuss's feet. It's time now to go back to Cher for the remainder of this stream. This was convenient timing. We're here till 1-ish. So we got a little bit of time for more Cher fitness. And we've got left foot, right foot, up foot, down foot, happy foot. Happy feet, I've got them happy feet. Give them a low-down beat, and they begin dancing. I've got those 10 little tapping toes, and if they hear a tune they can't control, the dancing ain't to save their soul. Weary blues can slip into my shoes, because my shoes refuse to ever grow weary. I grow cheerful on an earful of that music sweet, 'cause I've got those happy feet. Good pull. Okay, let's bounce right back into Cher fitness, body confidence. You may be tired of it already if you were here for the beginning, but you know what? It's got some great outfits, some great vibes, some great music. And Cher will tell us some more about how to do fitness. Here we go.
healthy mind and a healthy body, you've got to make a commitment to it. And I don't think that it should be something that's so painful. And I hope that my effort, what I'm trying to bring to you, is to make it a little bit easier, you know? So you're not doing it alone, we're doing it together. It's not, you know, I don't want it to kill you. I don't really believe in no pain, no gain. And I just want to know, I mean, I want you to know that I want to be supportive and that we're just trying to support you. That's what these tapes are about. It's about helping you get the best for yourself. The Mighty Band class is an innovative resistance workout. By substituting different color bands, you can increase the intensity of this workout. Start off with the easiest bands, those are the green ones, and make your grip fairly wide. Focus on moving smoothly and with control. Be sure to wear heavy socks to protect your ankles from the bands. Only do as many repetitions as you comfortably can. We'll be doing some floor work, so be sure to have your exercise mat nearby. Get ready for the Mighty Bands. For women who would like to develop their upper body, but they don't really know what to ask for when they go into a sporting goods store, or they don't know what size weights to start with, or they're frightened of weights, these resistance bands, these Mighty Bands, you can get the equivalent of a full weight workout, but you don't have to have a million different weights. You could have 3 different color Mighty Bands. You could throw them in your suitcase. They're easy to travel with. You can store them any place. You don't have to have a weight rack. And there's not, I don't think that they're very frightening. I think they're very accessible. They're very easy to use. And I think that especially for women, you know, not that they're not a challenge for men, but for women starting out, it's something that's going to make it a lot less frightening. It's just going to be a lot easier for you. All right, we're going to do the weight band class now, and my trainer, Karen Andes, is going to take us through the warm-up. All right, Karen, take us through the warm-up.
All right. Okay, Cher.
Yeah?
Stand with your feet a little wider than your hips.
Okay.
Pull your stomach in.
Huh?
Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest up.
Okay.
All right.
Ready. Go. Inhale. And lift the chest up. Beautiful.
Last one. This time, hold your arms open. All right, now keep your arms straight. Squeeze. 4 times. Muscle arms. 4. Arm does nothing on me. Last one. Elbows back. Go. Beautiful. Squeeze your upper back. 4 more. That's it. Now hold. Good. Now chest rise. 1. 8 again. Lift the chest up as you do it. I am. Okay. This is what my chest looks like when it's lifted. All right. Now take it up. Good. 2 more. Hold it up. Drop one arm and you go once. Right up. Open the hip. That's it. Okay, that way. A little bit lean into it. That's it. 1 more. Change arms. Reach. Over to the side. 4 times. Last one. Shoulder rolls back. 8. Okay, now you go. Up the back stretch. That's just allow the arm to follow your back. 1. That's it. And we're gonna add on to this, so arms go up and over, reach up. That's it. Inhale. Good. 1 more. Hip side. Forward. Yeah. Hold to the back. Little squat. Sit back and squat. That's it. What do I see? Good. Dig your heels in when you come up. 1 more. Now we're gonna go slow. Is she walking back to me? Chest open.
Toes point straight ahead.
Yes, she's walking back to me.
Don't let your hips dip below your knee level.
Last one. And lift. Now go down and hold it. Hold it right here. Lower back rounds up. 2 counts. Good. What do we call this? What do we call this move? Lower back.
Your mama calls your folks Cheyenne.
Last one. This is good. Roll it up. One leg back.
Take you by the hand.
Little lunges. Okay. Nice open chest and tall. That's just about halfway down. Beautiful.
Keep your knee over your heel.
Exactly what I'm thinking, baby. Pretty woman, walking down the street.
2 more.
Pretty woman, kind of like
Lean into your front leg. Bend your front leg. Up. Stretch forward.
I don't believe you. You're not the truth.
Bring it back a little, about halfway. And sit down. Stretch your front leg. Bring up the toes. You're stretching your hamstring. All right. Roll it up. Take the other leg back. Body up. Bam. Okay. And we go.
I love my lunges. I live for my lunges. I hate them. I hate these lunges.
One more. Lean into your front leg. Stretch your back heel down. Yes. Hold on to your knee and let your leg go.
Thank you. The only thing that does.
Bring your back leg in. Sit on it. Lift your front toes up. All right. Yeah. Roll it up. Okay. Go down and do push-ups. All right. Push-ups. I can do this. All right. Ready? And go down 2 counts. 1, 2, and lift. A couple things to keep in mind here. When you come up, keep your elbows a little soft. You want to inhale all the way down, exhale up. And if it's hard to go down all the way, don't go down all the way. Go all the way.
Push-ups define and shape beautiful lean muscles in the shoulders, upper back, and chest. So do as many as you can and then rest.
Belly button in. One more. All right. It was a long way to go. Okay, now we're going to do lower back. So alternate arm and leg reach. 2 counts, like that. All right. And ready? Reach. Pulling the stomach in. Keep the back of the neck long.
Breathing.
Everybody tells me that.
So where's the trainer? Do you know? Are you breathing?
Well, if you don't breathe, it could present a breathing problem. The elbows soft. I believe we have 4 more.
I feel like friends, Romans, and countrymen.
Lend me your arm for this next set of push-ups. 1 more. Okay, now take your arms out just a little tiny bit. Here we go. And down for 4 counts. 4, 3, 2. Now you can go back 2 counts and then up, or you can come straight up like I'm doing. And you can go back or up. Now these are slow and these are hard. I think you've noticed.
quiet breather.
Quiet breath, yes. Last one. Here we go, down. Floor if you like. All right.
Yay.
All right, stretch back for a second.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, why not? And then have a seat.
Okay.
With your bands.
We have to introduce everyone to the bands.
Okay, we're gonna put these around the feet. And we're gonna start with straight arm throws. For 8 counts, just keep the arms straight. Excellent. Lift the chest.
I love doing this. I like doing this more than I like doing the push-ups.
Ready to add the arms? So do this again, and then add the arms. And squeeze, and then slow release. So it's straight, then bend. And you want to get used to holding it a split second back there, like you're squeezing something between your shoulder blades.
Like, what is it that you could be squeezing between your shoulder blades?
You tell me.
I know I've never... I'll think about something later. Think about it tomorrow. This exercise gets rid of that fat around the bra line, ladies, so just keep going, hang in there. Good.
We have 6 more. Okay. You're nice. Thank you. Really reach with your back. Whatever that thing is, squeeze it. One more. Oh, we're gonna do your favorites. Elbows up. 2 counts. Here we go. 2 counts. Nice and slow. Ah! Elbows back. And really lift your chest forward on this. Lift your chest. So keep that great posture. I'm going to remind myself. I don't even like this. Love it. Great, y'all. Love it. Here's this one. 2 more. There are a couple I hate more. Last one. All right. Okay. Squats. And we're going to do some squats standing on the band.
Both feet in the bucket?
Both feet in the bucket. Okay. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. Okay.
16 of these. 2 counts. Lift. Very nice.
Feet are parallel, back straight. Do you dip here often?
I dip here all the time. Take your heels in. That's it. Come on. So, I like to think about athletics. One thing I like to think about.
I'd rather think about shopping.
Your kneecaps up.
There's so many more things I'd rather think about than squeezing the old buttocks. Trainers are sick too.
We are sick. We are upset. Breathing.
It's buttock.
With heavy breathing.
Yes.
Last
Lots of
one, I
heavy breathing.
believe.
See, we got through that so
All
easily.
right, good. Let it go. We're gonna do some flies. Are you ready? Yes, baby. 7 and 8. 2 counts. And over. 2. Lift. Squeeze. And remember when you get there, hold.
Would you like to tell the audience which one of us is using the harder weight band?
Cher is using the hard bands. I am using the limp bands. Right?
My arms are shaky. And Conan the Barbarian here is going through it like it was Kleenex. I'm like, but I'm 45 and she's not. She's 10. None.
Okay, that's it. Pick it up. Real fast. Right to the chest.
Should I lose one of mine?
2 counts.
I'll meet you at the pass.
Yeah. Now, one thing you want to do here is lift your chest up to meet it.
abs pulled in tight.
Breathing here.
I am breathing. Except am I on the wrong breath? My big chance to breathe and make a name for myself. Up the back foot. One more. Take it tighter. Single count. Ready? Go. One. And your elbows. Okay. Good. What if you have like really weird elbows like I have? Hyperextended elbows. Bend them. Okay. Woo! I look like one of those old ladies in those old bathing suits. All right, we're back in the bucket? We're back in the bucket. Get my thing. Oh, perfect. Just start without me. I'll be there. Double turbo. The woman. Man. Go. 2 counts down.
Trainers are always also talking about grabbing things with our buttocks.
Yeah.
Picking things up.
You know what I don't like about you trainers the most? Your knees don't wobble. You don't sweat. You don't want to discuss it.
We hide our pain.
Yeah. Chest up. Listen.
Down. She's breathing.
One more. Beautiful. Dig your heels in. My nails in too.
Slow down and stay there.
Oh!
Pulses 1, 2. The lower you go, the harder it is. Box up a little bit.
8 more.
Ooh. Shoulder back. 4 more. 3. All right. 5.
Ha!
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go! Lift the chest up right there. Oh. Beautiful. Thank you.
I think I'm starting to get this. Lift up. How many more of these suckers have we got? 6.
Let's just do one more. Now slow down. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you lied. You said let's just do one.
Hang in there. I'm going. Lift. One more time. In. Oh, wait.
Make it up. What are we gonna do now?
Left pull down from behind your head.
Just take the band to the base of your neck.
Go.
You know what? Doing them with one is like not doing it at all.
Okay, then slow down. And your elbows. Also, the narrower your grip, the harder it is.
I know. I forgot that.
So if you take a wide grip, it's easier.
All right. You mean with the little tails hanging out?
Yeah. And go. Yeah.
Of course, I knew that. I just wanted to have those extra couple of counts off.
Woo! Lats.
this journey into the unknown. I'm just a lonely, sweaty. Woo! These are good because you see, when you've built up wrath, it's your wasteless. That's why we're doing it for a minute. One more. All right. I've got that in me. All right. Woo! Bring it down. Now we're gonna do upper back pulls again. All right. I can do it. Should I get two or should I just do one? Just do one. Ready? Go. One. Keep your elbows going straight back. It's a hard one. It's a tiny muscle. For this, you can wear your sundress. If you do this, you have big, especially slow, fat things hanging out. But I still have a few, I have a little bit of fat hanging out here. You'll be gone soon. Wonder Woman. Eight more counts to get there. 10 she did. I can't. No, yes. I trust that she can. Are these like big lunges? And only 8 of them. Great. Isn't that good? Like a vacation. Like a break. Fall appreciate our keep both legs parallel and make sure your front knee stays over your ankle. Back leg in. Put it right next to your other one. Ready? Yes. One leg squat. Tell everybody we're on one toe. We are on one toe. One more. Okay. Actually, an easy transition is to step right on it. I know that. And step back with the other leg. Ready? Yes? Go. One. 4 more. Take the front heel in, push it. That's it. Good, bring that back leg in. Are you ready? I am. And go. So one-legged squat is just like a two-legged squat, except you use one leg. Sit back. I don't need another partner with an IQ of a fence post. All right. Now we're gonna do some shoulders. Oh! I know you have. Yeah, let a little tail hang out. Also, step on it with your heels so they don't go flying up. Okay, ready? Side now. Yep. Out to the side. The arms just go about parallel to the floor. Cake. Bring it around. Sorry. Outside your shoulders and go straight up. 1. Very nice. 2. Nothing.
All right, folks.
Keep your elbows
Jess.
slightly bent.
Sure, why not? Thanks. We will raid very shortly our friend Stephen George, who is about to play a new game, but we will find a Peter Gabriel song. It looks like Steven is going to be playing Crow Country, which I've seen but have not played. It looks really neat. It's like a PS1. It's an indie survival horror, like Resident Evil inspired game with birds. It looks great. Y'all should go watch that when we raid in 3 minutes. It's been a fun substitute teacher stream here with you today. I don't know if you can hear me over Peter Gabriel. It's been very fun. I've been multitasking today. I hope y'all have enjoyed all the tapes and everything. apologies for diverting my attention, but sometimes I have to be productive. As a reminder, our raid message will be I pony, you pony, we all love to pony. Started. 8 a.m. Oh, did Leica win bingo? Amazing. I'll give her some, I'll give her the equivalent of 1,000 golden VCR fun points and treats and scratches. She is not in the room, though. Alright. It's time to roll. If you want to see the last 40 seconds of this song, come back to this channel. Thanks for being here, everybody. See you next time.